This is a step-by-step instruction on how to replace your circuit breaker and your power switch, which you'll need a pair of pliers and a Phillips screwdriver. First, we're going to remove the cover of your circuit breaker with a pair of pliers if need be. Next, we'll use the Phillips screwdriver to remove your bolts from your machine. Next, we'll come up and we're going to remove this bolt that is in the vac hose. Loosen that up, let that dangle down. Next, we'll come over and loosen these side bolts and proceed to drop down the black box. These are the parts you should receive in your vacuum power switch kit. Here's your current circuit breaker, 20 amp, your vacuum power switch, and your hour meter. We're first going to start by removing the circuit breaker from the black box control panel. We're then going to disconnect the jumper wire from the right contact plate, and we're going to remove it from the top left contact plate of your power switch and set it to the side. We'll then remove the red wire harness from the left contact plate of your circuit breaker. Set that circuit breaker to the side. We'll get your new circuit breaker. Make sure that you can read 20 amp and it's on the top. We'll re-plug in the red wire female light blue terminal into the left contact plate of your 20 amp circuit breaker. We'll take your new jumper wire, JWR5, connected in the right contact plate of your circuit breaker. If need be, we'll take our Phillips screwdriver and we'll pop the vacuum switch out of the control panel and then disconnect the wires from the power switch of the control panel. We'll also remove the black wire female from the hour meter and the jumper wire that is then connected to the red wire of your vacuum. We'll then take the piggyback in this jumper wire and remove it. Now we will insert the power switch into the control panel. Make sure your green side is up, and that's another indicator. We'll then connect that in. Make sure it clips on the whites on the bottom and the top. We'll now come and then disconnect the black switch or black wire from the black harness. We'll take your male end of your jumper wire black, connected to your black of your vacuum. We'll take one end of the female terminals and connect it to the top right of the power switch. And the other female terminal of this jumper wire, we will connect it to the bottom of the hour meter. Now we'll take the red jumper wire and find the red wire from the vacuum and connect female to male. We'll then take both females. One will go in the top left contact plate of the power switch, and the other one will go on the top contact plate of the hour meter. Now we will connect the other end of the jumper wire on the bottom left contact plate of the power switch. And we will finish by finding a female light blue terminal of the black wire harness in the black box and connected to the bottom right contact plate of your vac power switch. Now test your power switch. Make sure the vacuum comes on. Connect your circuit breaker and we'll begin to add the black box back to the tanks. After confirming your vacuum works, it's time to connect your black box back to the tanks. Lift it back up and seat it in. You'll then take and reconnect both thumb screws on each side. Then you'll take your middle screws, connect and tighten those into the inserts. And lastly, You'll come back and reconnect your vacuum hose into this 90-degree cuff. And please make sure to reconnect your bolt into the vacuum hose and cuff.